What's going on, YouTube? Debonair D coming back at you with another video. And I wanted once again to talk about NoFap. Now, first and foremost, let me just tell you guys, this isn't going to turn into a NoFap channel, you know what I'm saying? But lately I've just kind of had like the fire has been renewed, and I've had an intensified desire to talk about it. I think mostly because it's something that I'm starting to engage in once again, NoFap / semen retention. So, of course, I made the semen retention video. It's the last video, the previous video that I uploaded. And, a lot of people in the comments and a lot of people in real life are talking to me, because, a lot of people that know me personally know about my channel. And, they were just like, they were just astonished that I went 6 months without orgasming one time, not one time. And truth be told, it was really closer to 7 months, but the only reason I say 6 is because, I know for sure it was at least 6, but it was really closer to 7. Because October to May is 7 months, obviously, but I just always like to say 6. But anyway, people always ask me, how do you beat the urges? I can't get past week 1. I can't get past, I can make it all the way up to a month, but just going 7 whole months without doing it one time, how do you do it? So, I wanted to give you guys a few tips. I got 3 main tips, and I may actually sometime in the future make videos explaining each and every single tip. But I just want to make kind of like a video, a general video on how to get rid of those urges and beat the addiction. Now, first and foremost, you got to understand that I don't even like saying fap. I didn't even know what the fuck fapping meant until I actually started doing NoFap. But you got to understand masturbation, self-pleasure, jacking off, fapping, whatever you want to call it. You have to understand that it is one of the hardest addictions to beat. It is one of the hardest addictions to get over. And it's not at the level of, it's not as physically detrimental as crack cocaine or heroin or meth or anything like that. But the reason why it's so hard to get over the addiction is because it's so normalized in society. It's so normalized. If you go down the street right now and you ask everybody, and you conduct a survey and you get everybody to be 100% honest with you, I'd say about 99%, probably 100% of the people, you're probably not gonna meet somebody who doesn't do it. But every single person you ask, most likely, is going to tell you that they masturbate. And out of that 99%, I'd probably say about 90% do it to porn. And it's just something that is completely normal. I remember when I was 12 years old, before I actually really started, I was, just kind of nervous, kind of scared to do it for the first time. And I was Googling, is it bad for me and this and that? And there was things on Yahoo Answers and things almost kind of like promoting it for teenagers. Like, no, it's fine. You're a teenager. You got these hormones. You're going through puberty. It's fine. You can watch porn. It's fine. So from a young age, some even younger than 12, 10, 11, some people 6, 7, 8 years old, they're already imputed with the false belief that it's completely fine. So it's not like crack cocaine. For one, even if you do sit up there and become addicted to crack cocaine, it's wrong. You shouldn't be doing it. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you ask anybody who smokes crack or used to smoke crack, they knew it was wrong. They just couldn't stop, and they enjoyed doing it. But it's wrong. But majority of people that, like I said, if you went back in that survey, all of those people, they're going to tell you there's nothing wrong with masturbating. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have that same sense of guilt that you have when you do these hard drugs or something else like that. It doesn't appear to damage people around you. If you're a crackhead, 9 times out of 10, you're being toxic to the people around you. You just don't have all of these negative things that follow masturbation, or so it seems. So it's going to be super hard for you to conquer it just because it's thrown in your face all the time. Your entire life, damn near, you've been told that it's normal. And everybody around you is doing it, and they think it's normal. You got all these things that can trigger you on TV and on YouTube, out in public. So you have to, first and foremost, you have to understand that deciding to not not to engage in self-pleasure is one of the hardest things you're going to have to do. Because not only is it something that you've been indoctrinated to do for, like I said, majority of your adult life. Well, majority of just your entire life, but you're also, in a way, your body is going to want to go back to doing it because, like I've told you guys before, our main purpose, if you will, here on Earth is to reproduce. It's to multiply. So your body wants to ejaculate. And same thing with women. Your body wants to have somebody fuck you. We all crave sex, and that's a very normal thing, especially when you're young, because your hormones are raging, and your bodies want to reproduce. So if all of a sudden, after 8 years of engaging in masturbation or sex, and you just tell your body, no, we're done, we're gonna go 6 months without doing it, you damn straight you're gonna have some pushback from your body. You're gonna have a lot of pushback. So like I said, first and foremost, you have to recognize that. You have to recognize that it's one of the hardest addictions that you will ever have to conquer, that anybody will ever have to conquer. And it's going to be very hard to get away from it, because like crack, you know what I'm saying? I don't have people, you know what I'm saying, trying to persuade me, even coerce me into taking crack. You know what I'm saying? That don't happen around here. And even if I did decide to get on crack, I'm going to be going down to the hood somewhere. I just don't got to go back to the hoods. But masturbation is everywhere. Things that are going to trigger you is everywhere. So, and then also you got to understand that it's self-pleasure. It's you. It's your dick. It's your vagina. So no matter where you are, you always got your dick with you. You can't go out to work and unscrew it and, you know what I'm saying, leave it on the dresser. It's always going to be with you. And a lot of y'all really got to be careful, because y'all, I've never done this, but I see some of y'all with testimonials. You said you do it at work, you do it at school. So for people like you definitely got to be careful, because like I said, that dick is always going to be with you. You can't run away from it. So the first tip I can give you guys is to recognize that it's one of the hardest addictions you're going to have to beat. You can't approach it like it's something you just gonna not, you do make this kind of choice, but you can't just approach it like it's something sweet. You can't approach it like, well, I'm just done with it, I'm not going to do it anymore. No, your body's going to have physical withdrawals, some of you, some worse than others. Mental withdrawals, emotional withdrawals. It's going to be hard not to do. So second tip I could give you is you got to stay busy, man. You got to stay busy. Like right now, I'm home alone. I'm going to be home alone here all day, all week. And then week after that, every day of that week. And then a week after that, every day of the, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to be here home alone if I choose to. But what you need to start doing is keeping yourself preoccupied. Because, like, seriously, it's nothing stopping me right now from pressing stop on the camera recorder, taking my shorts off, and just, you know, going to work. Other than willpower, discipline, dedication. But there's nothing physically stopping me from doing that. But guess what? If I go over to the park, I'm not going to do that over at the park with all those people over there, children and people walking their dogs and, you know, people playing tennis and things like that, working out. I'm not going to go do that over there, you know, unless I'm into that. I'm personally not into that. But so you got to keep yourself busy. Go exercise, which you need to be doing anyway. Go somewhere and meditate. I like doing a lot of park sitting. I like going over to the parks and meditating and reading. I do that. You know, like I said, I do a lot of exercise, and I work out twice a day. I run in the morning for about 30, 45 minutes to do my push-ups and pull-ups, and then in the afternoon, I do my main workout. So I got that. Like I said, I enjoy reading at the park. I can go out to eat. I can meet up with a friend, bring them here, go over to their place. Whatever, man, whatever. But you got to do something to get yourself away from, you know, basically a situation where you're almost kind of making provisions to do it. Like right now, me choosing to be home alone, the chances of me relapsing are skyrocketed. Because like I said, there's nothing stopping me from doing it. So like I said, that's tip number 2, man. You got to stay busy. You can't be sitting up there at home by yourself, or, you know, somewhere by yourself. Or some of y'all, like I said, you don't really care if you're not by yourself. You do it with your mama home or your girlfriend home, whatever. I damn sure don't understand that, but you know, you do it with your girlfriend home, your siblings and whatever, but your roommate. But you got to go somewhere where you know you're not going to do it. You got to go somewhere where you know you're not going to do it. And then tip number 3, it kind of goes into the tip number 2, but You actually just have to learn how to transmute that sexual energy, because at the end of the day, man, I can't be gone all day and all night. I gotta come home. You know what I'm saying? I gotta come home eventually. And, you know, if you haven't actually conquered the addiction and learned how to transmute that energy, you might have been out all day and damn near all night. You come home at 4 in the morning and you're so damn addicted, even though you're tired as hell, you want to jack off before you actually go to sleep. So how do you get rid of that aspect of it? Well, you got to learn how to transmute that sexual energy. And, you know, for beginners, the basics, one of the best ways to transmute sexual energy is exercising. So back when I was doing 6 months of semen retention, I couldn't lift weights. But as you guys have seen, if you go through my channel, I also do MMA. So even though I couldn't lift weights, I was going even harder than usual on the MMA stuff. And on the days where I didn't do MMA, I was doing like 500 to 1,000 push-ups a day. Because I was here during the day, and actually at that time, I had some renovators, family friends, they were coming over, they were doing some renovations around the place. So I wasn't alone, and then a few times I would be alone during the day. I was doing push-ups, I was running, I was doing MMA. I was just exhausting myself to the point where when I was home, I was either eating, I was reading, or I was sleeping, period. You know, I just got rid of all that energy, because even though there are different sorts of chakras and energies within your body, and this ain't no hippie shit, this is just real shit. Even though there are different kind of energies in your body, they can be, like I said, transmuted. They can be basically changed into different kinds of energies. So it might start off as a sexual energy, you know, down in your pelvic region, but you can transmute that energy and you can circulate it up to your brain, and you can use that for mental energy. You can transmute it into your muscles and use that for physical energy. You know, if you don't believe me, if you're not ready to start NoFap or whatever, you know, if you're horny as hell, just decide to go hit the gym. You're gonna have hell energy. It's gonna take like it's gonna feel like you took a pre-workout, because you have all that sexual energy and you've transmuted it into just energy to use physically. So, you know, at square one, just start exercising, and that's something you need to be doing anyway. Plus, exercising is going to get you right mentally and emotionally. You know, you definitely need to be exercising. But number two, once you get away from that beginner phase, you know, you got to really start learning to meditate. You know, you learn how to actually, you know, I've gotten to the point now, and I'm not as good as I used to. Back, like I said, when I was doing 6 months, I was just on point with everything. I was like on God mode. But you need to learn how to, you know, sit up there and actually meditate. And you can almost, right before your eyes, in real time, you can feel and almost visualize energy being transmitted through your body. You can feel those chakras going through all these different chakra points, aka pressure points throughout your body. You can feel it, and you can almost visualize it when you close your eyes. So you got to learn how to meditate, man. I got videos on my channel talk about meditation. You have to learn how to mentally get rid of all that energy that is gonna, like I said, provoke you to relapsing. And then third, you know, you get to a point where you do these different kinds of yogas, like different warrior poses, and there's lots of different Hindi styles of yoga, and just basically ancient Eastern philosophies that teach you how to transmit the energy. And you know, I'm not that far. I think one of them is called Q Yang, and you have a I'm not even going to keep trying to say names because it's just going to be nonsense. But there's different kinds of yogas and active meditations you can do to, you know, basically get rid of that energy. I don't think all of that is necessary just with the amount of exercise and meditation that I do. But if you really want to take it serious and make sure you get rid of that energy, I highly recommend it. And when you put all of these things together, you're staying busy. You're literally not in a place where you could masturbate majority of the time. You've recognized that you can't slip up, you know, and what you got to understand, man, that first week, I know I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but that first week, really the first month, but especially that first week, especially if you've never tried it before, think about how crazy that is. You've been masturbating for 8, 9, 10, 15, 20 years. And then all of a sudden you're just talking about, well, I'm going to stop. Think about how crazy that is. You've been doing it for 20 years. Like, that's like, shit, what the hell have I been doing for like 8 years? Because I discovered masturbation when I was like 12. So what have I been doing for 8 years? I I don't know, man, playing video games or something, you know what I'm saying? But just to say I'm just done with it completely. Or like my smartphone. I've had social media and stuff since I was about 12. And just to say I'm just done with it all. You're gonna have some withdrawals, man. So you have to take it very, very seriously. You gotta understand, you can't afford to peak because you haven't fully conquered your addiction. You can't peak. You can't be sitting up alone. You have to take this process very, very seriously. So you take it seriously, you keep yourself out of the house, you stay busy, and you learn how to transmute that energy either through yoga and different other kind of active meditations, regular meditation, you know, like mindfulness and maybe even chanted meditation. And then third, you know, just regular exercise, especially cardio, stuff that's really going to tire you out. You know, and when you use all of these things together, it's really going to help you get past those first few weeks. And for me personally, once I got past week 3, week 4, you almost just kind of forget about it. But you know where I slipped up, man? And I've said this before and I'll keep on saying it, but you know where I slipped up? I broke the first rule. I went, because after a while, you almost just kind of forget you're even doing it because your lifestyle just changes. So like from month 4 to 6, I wouldn't even really think about it. I mean, of course I didn't forget that I wasn't doing it, but it wasn't even a big deal anymore. I thought, man, this is something I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. And around that 6-month mark, right at like the last 2 weeks of me doing it, I slipped up and I thought, man, I'm feeling great. I look great. I'm thinking great. You know what I'm saying? I'm having sex. The sex is amazing. I can do what I want, man. I'm cured. I'm cured. And next thing I know, it's been 2 months and I was off the wagon for a little bit over 2 months because it's August now and I started, you know, like Friday. So from June, July, and a little bit of May, I just completely fell off the horse because of one time of me thinking, man, I'm good, man. I can watch a little bit of porn. I just want to see this one scene real quick. And me watching that one scene just to get a laugh, I was actually watching it to laugh, led to me watching another scene that made me laugh. Then led to me watching another video. Next thing I know, it's been 3 hours and I've completely destroyed all of my progress. And you know, once you relapse, man, like I just told you, the first week is hard to get back on track because you want to binge. You're like, well, I've already fucked up and relapsed. I might as well do it one more time today and just get it out my system. Then the next day you wake up, well, it's Saturday. I don't want to start on Saturday. I'll do it today and tomorrow, and then I'll start Monday. You do it Monday. Man, well, Monday straight. You see what I'm saying? And the next thing you know, it's been 2-3 months, and you've completely destroyed all your progress. So don't slip up, man, and keep those tips that I told you. Like I said, I will be making some more videos. Probably not soon, like super soon, just because that's not really my style. But you know, I made that video, and this is kind of like a follow-up video on how to achieve that level of success. Eventually, I will be making a video on exactly how I had sex without deciding to come, because I'm gonna tell you, that shit was hard to do at first. So I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. Thank y'all for 300 subscribers. I'm gonna make a separate video about that. It'll probably be uploaded after this one here. So leave a like, leave a dislike if you hated the video. Comment down below about what your thoughts are, man. I appreciate you guys watching. Peace.